Sin ti no me va bien, tampoco me va mal. Pase lo que pase, no te voy a amar. Ya yo me quité, tú nunca me vas a amar. Pa' no pensar en ti, tengo que fumar. Sin ti no me va bien. Ey, ey. What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video from Gray House. Thank you very much for tuning in. If you haven't hit that button, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on further content. And don't forget to leave a comment at the end. Let me know what you think about this video and the ones that you're going to be looking at in the past. Today, I don't want to talk about business. I want to talk about personal development. I am currently writing my book and using the book published to help me launch my self-published book, Who Am I? How to Discover Your Purpose and Scale Your Potential. I want to talk a little bit about personal development and personal growth. Now, a lot of people think because I have a professional development channel that I cannot talk about personal development. But the one thing that pisses me off more than anything is when people say you have to keep things business, things should always be business, kind of like the LinkedIn stuff. Now, I'm not against business. Believe me, I love the idea of business, because if we don't have business, we don't work, we don't make money, we don't make money, we don't eat, we die, you know. I know that's kind of going over the top, but that's essentially how it works. But what I'm getting at is that there's a cross between LinkedIn and Facebook. So LinkedIn is business, Facebook is personal. You can use Facebook for personal and business, but you can't use LinkedIn for personal. I mean, I see exactly why that is, but I do find that you still have to have a nice medium in between. So I'm going to talk about a lot of personal growth. So, you know, about a month and a half ago, or about 5-6 weeks ago, my girlfriend, or ex now, broke up with me. I was going to the High Status Summit, and I even released a video earlier that, like, you know, I'm just conveying my authenticity and that I was being a fraud and all that stuff. But what I want to get into today is personal growth. There are 5 tips, 5 really strong tips that I can give you that when someone breaks your heart, whether you're the dumper or the dumpy, it really boils down to these 5 things that I've done that have allowed me to move on and understand and get this reality that I no longer have an opportunity to be with a girl that I was very emotionally invested with. And that's kind of one of the things is a lot of people are going to say this is a professional development channel, you have to keep it business. I don't believe so, because if you do, then you're going to be very short-sighted, because if stuff is going on at home, you're probably bringing it to work, or if stuff is going on at work, you're probably bringing it to home. You have to find a nice medium. So the first step was no contact. You know, it was very clear to me that, you know, if she's upset with me, if she was upset with the idea that I screwed up, that I'm the person to blame, there's nobody else, it's not her fault, it's my fault, I'm like, okay, I do not want to cause any more of inconvenience for you, so I will not contact you. I'm not going to talk to you, I'm not going to text you. I don't want me to be any more of an inconvenience that I've caused for your lifetime. And I'm going to tell you that no contact is, you gotta let it go. Social media, gotta let it go. Phone calls, gotta let them go. Text messaging, you gotta let them go. You have to have this decision, this moral decision that you've been the inconvenience. Don't contact them, because it's only caused more inconvenience. That's how my brain is working. So I'm just like, I can't contact you. In time, the second step was to get into the reality that there may not be a chance that you're going to get back together. And in that case, you have to reach out to your friends, the people who are close to you. You know, it could be your mom, could be your friends, could be anybody like that. But don't ever bad talk about, you know, your ex, because then it's going to create this big dilemma that should you ever get back together, and because you bad talked about them, in this case, if you're going to bad talk about your ex, go to therapy. There's a reason why. Go to therapy, because it can be protected and you could speak to a professional. Go to therapy. If you're going to bad talk to someone about your ex, go to therapy. And I'm going to tell you that because then your social circle, when they talk and you tell them exactly what the bad things happened or whatever she did, if you ever get back together, they're always going to look at her or him the wrong way. That's just the way it works, right? We're social creatures, we're humans, that's how we're going to think, we have that emotional intelligence. So go to therapy before you start bad talking about somebody. And so finishing up step 2, you need to seek out help. Just talk to people and stuff like that. People close to you, people you can confide in. The third step, do not wallow into alcohol or drugs. Now, I know you feel like crap, everything hurts, your emotions hurt, your mind hurts, your physical body hurts. Do not wallow into drugs and alcohol. And I can tell you this is because that's what I did. Several years ago, I had a very bad heartache and I wallowed into alcohol, and that alcohol kind of transitioned into 2-3 years. So if I'm 17 and I'm going 20, I'm drinking, I'm partying, I'm trying to live this lifestyle and fill this void of emptiness, because it's not the fact that I was alone. I felt lonely and I could not admit it to myself. So I stood around people or hung around people to make me feel not lonely, but inside I was empty. I was emotionless. So do not wallow into alcohol. You're going to have to find an outlet, and that goes into 4. Your outlet is your therapy. Your therapy is what allows you to clear your head, improve yourself, improve your spiritual being, improve your mind, improve your physical body. Books. Go to the gym. Go hiking. Go somewhere that is not in your little comfort zone of your room. So don't stay home. One of the things that I did was I started being around people with a similar mindset. I would go to these meetup groups. I would go to social settings and stuff like that. I would go to a coffee shop. Even if that meant I wasn't going to talk to anybody, it was the fact that I was around people and I could work on myself. And I didn't feel like I was trapped in my room. As you can see, guys, when I do these videos, I typically do them in my room because I prefer it. But what I'm telling you is do not, and when I repeat, don't deny it. Be around people. Go find an outlet. For me, an outlet's working out. If I am super stressed, whatever shit day I was having, I go work out, and I work out until I'm exhausted and I'm out of my head and I'm just like, God, I can't deal with this. But I don't drink. Going back to 3, I don't drink. I don't take drugs, I don't do anything. I improve myself, because improving myself improves my self-confidence. It escalates, it heightens my self-esteem, because I know even though I feel like shit, my physical body, my mental being, my spiritual self, it is still solid. I am still doing what I need to do. I am improving myself, and that is the next step. Finally, 5th, improving yourself. Be comfortable being alone. Get comfortable with it, because in the future, when you decide to date again, you need to be able to understand that at times you're going to be alone. And these 5 tips are what's going to help you manage that. You can't sit there and tell me like, oh no, that's just too hard. Bullshit, because I did it and I still do it. And going out, if I go to a bookstore, yeah, I'm going to speak to a girl, because I am working on myself. I'm working on my confidence. I am doing stuff like reading books. If I go to Barnes & Noble and I see a pretty girl, I'm going to go speak to a pretty girl, because, hey, you read books, so do I. We have something in common. As you can see, that it will lead to your next relationship if you allow it to. But at the end of the day, you're going to have to give yourself time. You're going to have to let reality sink in. You're going to have to realize that 50-50, you may not be with, so-and-so for the rest of your life, or there may be an opportunity to get back together. But these 5 tips are what's going to allow you the opportunity to get there. Let me know what you think. Let me know maybe you're going through this now. It could be a business, could be a relationship, and, you're just trying to find that clarity, but you don't see it yet. Let me know down what you think in the comments section. And if you have any questions, you know where to find me. You can find me at Facebook, Twitter, Instagram at Gray House Consult and Gray House Co. Until next time, guys, stay tuned. Take care.